Um, what motivated you to open your own business?
Uh, I had a shop in Arizona,
Okay.
and when we moved here, um, I took a couple years to decide if I wanted to do it again, and we decided that that if we could find a location and all that, you know, we would. I kind of missed being my own boss.
Yeah. Okay. What were your initial stumbling blocks when you opened your doors?
um, uh, Stumbling blocks. Just getting customers in the door.
Okay.
Since we are in a strip mall, we're not in a, like, I, my shop in Arizona was in a mall, so
Right.
it had dedicated traffic every day, you know. Um, to start a business from scratch, a chocolate and ice cream business from scratch, we had to rely on people driving by and seeing us, or being at one of the neighboring businesses to come check us out until we
Okay.
got the word out. So really getting people in the door the first few months.
Okay.
It was a slow start.
Okay. And how did you find your suppliers for your materials here?
I was familiar with some of them from my business in Arizona. Uh, the the hardest part was um, finding a chocolate supplier, because we wanted to do fair trade certified chocolate, and I didn't want to use the same kind of chocolate that everybody else in town was using, or wanted it to be different to set us apart. So just because I was kind of familiar with the business anyway, I had already had some contacts,
Okay.
but wasn't familiar with what was available in Albuquerque.
Gotcha. Okay. At what point in your planning phase did you choose your location?
It was probably after we had decided I definitely wanted to do the business. Um, we got the funding, or we're pretty sure that we were getting the funding from the bank. Um, then, because we had to have a location to actually get the funding from the bank, but they were, you know, that was the next step. We had seen this building. It was, I don't think it was completely finished when we first saw it, but by the time we signed a lease, we were about the fourth or fifth occupant, and there were 3 more spaces available unrented when we occupied this space
Okay.
and started building out.
Alrighty. How did COVID affect your business?
At first, it was kind of scary because we weren't quite sure uh, if we were going to have to close down at all. And once it was determined that we could do curbside service, um, we we figured that out. It took a trial and error, but once we were able to get that situated, and then um, you know, the uh, because because people weren't able to go out and go traveling or spend their money on some things, they were cooped up. Maybe they would call in and, you know, get ice cream or chocolate for the
Yeah.
family. You know, we found that our business increased a little at the beginning, or during COVID, and it was also about our 5-year mark, which also kind of helped. In we were in business for 5 years. Our name was getting out there, um, so there was uh, it. I would say during COVID, our business
Boomed.
boomed because people were not able to do much, but they could treat themselves.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, have you ever considered other ventures like franchising or purchasing another business that has already been established?
before we decided to open up this one, we did try to buy 2 different chocolate shops that were, one of them wasn't really for sale. The other one, we looked at 2 different ones, but the banks didn't particularly like the numbers and didn't want to do a loan on those, and so we decided we would do our own thing.
Okay. How long have you been in business here?
We have been here for 7.5 years.
Okay. Okay. Great.
And this is our only location here in Albuquerque.
Okay. What is the most challenging aspect of your daily operation?
Just making sure the employees are all on the same page with that we're all on the same page, so that we're consistent in serving the customers, getting everybody to do the things the same way, so that the product all looks the same or packaged consistently, showing up.
Are there any innovations that inspired your business, or have you innovated any part of your business?
There are different things that some other ice cream shops do. I'm pretty much a typical scoop shop.
Okay.
And there's a few Facebook groups that I see some interesting techniques on for chocolate making, or ideas for ice cream recipes or things like that. But I would say, I'm not using any new innovative products.
Okay.
Or innovative techniques or anything. Just
Gotcha. It's all traditional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Great.
much. We try to do some interesting or some local flavors, but that's really not innovative, I guess.
Right. Okay. Do you have any advice for entrepreneurs that are considering opening their own business?
Know that there will be struggles, but find the experts in your field to help, get the answers you need, or starting from scratch is a challenge, but we made it.
Okay, great. This concludes my interview. I appreciate your time, and thank you.
You're welcome.